in today's forecast, we will be looking at a tropical system that is expected to move up towards California and make landfall. As you can see at the moment, we're looking at Hurricane Harley. Hurricane Hilary is expected to make landfall on California as a tropical storm or maybe a tropical depression. As you could see at this moment, this is a major hurricane. You could see a very well defined eye in that area, and it has some pretty good and impressive structure to it. So now as the system rapidly weakens as it is approaching California, the system will drop very heavy rainfall. As we could see on the National Hurricane Center's map, you could see as it approaches the California region, it will be approaching that area as either a tropical storm or a tropical depression, and tropical depressions and tropical storm bring very heavy rainfall. So as you could see, as it is moving within this region, the California region, those who live in LA and San Diego, you will be significantly impacted by this as it will be moving towards that area. Now if you take a look at the rainfall outlook, you could see that there is a moderate risk for getting very heavy rainfall from Harley. Those who live in Los Angeles, you're underneath a slight risk. Those who live in San Diego, you are expected to get more heavy rainfalls than those who live in Los Angeles. So as this continues to move towards that region, generally you would need to monitor this because there is a threat of flash flooding and maybe even some mudslides that could be possible in these areas. So we're expecting somewhere between 5 to 10 inches, and maybe even some areas will be getting isolated amount of up to 15 inches of rainfall. So those who live in San Diego, Los Angeles, Bakefields, all up in those areas would need to be monitoring this as the threat will be growing for getting very heavy rainfall, gusty winds that could even bring down trees because the soil is going to be moist. So those who live in that region of California, please monitor this as it is going to be moving in that general direction. Now if we take a look at the time of when this is going to be arriving, you could see that it's going to be arriving on the California region somewhere between now and Sunday. Now today it is currently Thursday, so within the next couple of days this will be moving in that region as it continues on this more or less northward track within this couple of days as it continues on that track. Now if you take a look at the model, you could see that this will continue to gradually intensify as time goes on, but the intensification of the system won't last long. As I mentioned, the system will be weakening as it moves towards the California region. So if we run the model, we do see that this system weakens, but you could see the rain bands from the system affecting the California region. At this point, those who live in Los Angeles and San Diego would be getting significantly affected by very heavy rainfalls. As you could see, the area is overland at this time, and there's just a small portion of the system just off course, and this will continue on its northward movement. So eventually this would need to be monitored by those who live in this region, as I mentioned previously. Now in terms of impacts, the only impacts that we're expecting, as I mentioned, is very heavy rainfalls which will be leading to flooding and gusty winds that could bring down trees. All of that is going to be the expected impacts of this system. Now I'll keep you closely updated for those who live in the California region, and thank you guys for watching today's video.